So then, let's focus on doing some quests here. Oh yeah, the Tofino Tofino system. Arcpachero has survived its encounter with the Verracan intact. It is currently undergoing final system checks before leaving the rendezvous with the Nexus. Oh, to rendezvous. It's not getting away from the Nexus. It's going to the Nexus. So then. Oh, yes. Nice. We have also new systems to scan. Great. Okay, and there are also, I think I will get access to those 3 at least. And maybe this one as well, and that one too, and like those 3. Yeah, this is a bunch. Like, I get access to it at a, I think, later time in the game. Good. Now, that means we are going to scan some stuff. Let's start from here. Wait, what's that? Yeah, already at 100%. Let's go to Shoja. Let's see what we can find here. Maybe I get to see the Scourge a little closer.
Considering what they were up against, your explorers made it a long way out.
Whoa. Like, it's actually like really darkish looking. It's just this light blue hue. So, past 21. Alright, with its light gravity, silvery coloration, and scorching daytime temperatures, past 21 bears a passing resemblance to Earth's moon. The debate over what to name it will be fierce. And Fen Olden, whatever that is. Oh, that's really bright. And another moon with dirt on it. So, massive uranium deposits are commonplace on Fen Ordam. It is one of the few planets the Angara have charted in the system, though they have yet to begin mining. Oh, there's also this slight bluish hue on the edges there.
I'm picking up something.
Could be at least a little bit higher. Like, look at that! What a coincidence! Right there. Okay, what's that? Or did I just scan the whole planet? This extraordinary canyon runs long and deep. Hundreds of small caves lead underground. Although this crevice may be natural, it is currently inexplicable. So, you know, what's the planet itself? Past 24's hot surface is composed primarily of magnesia with notable sodium deposits. Geographic features suggest the planet once possessed oceans. How this is possible is unknown. Well, there was water on it, a lot of water, which probably made the ocean. That simple. How? Well, someone put it there. And it's this.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
And a copper deposit, 77. Like, I wouldn't call that huge, but good. Wait a minute. What's the description of it? A large metal deposit, copper is a notable metal. Standard description. And spectacular auroral effects flash through past 48 magnetosphere over a temperature, mineral-rich surface. Temperate mineral surface. Only the lack of liquid water makes it inappropriate for colonization. But what if there's like, yeah, not liquid, but solid water or gaseous water? As long as there is water, you can make use of it. A tiny gas planet at the edge of the Shojaon system. Mokalam is a perfect location for exploring ships to restock helium-3 and discharge the static buildup in their drives. Alright, so that one is at 100%. Now we take Torgasa.
Very little signal traffic around.
It's pretty remote. wonder what view of the Milky Way you'd get out here.
It's not getting that close. Still.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
So,
Anomaly found.
another asteroid. So, fragments of remnant technology are buried on this asteroid and nearly unrecognizable after centuries of disuse. So, what do we got here? Wowji. Wowji. And we have surveys from the Milky Way suggest Wowji might contain vast mineral wealth just beneath its surface. On closer examination, no such deposits exist.
Anomaly on sensors.
Wait, what? Again?
Probes launched.
Hey, there are two anomalies
Got a
on
reading
here.
from the asteroid belt.
And there's also another starship, a wreckage. So, what do we got? Some parts? Quest to start? This appears to be the wreckage of a cat dropship. Perhaps they were seeking remnant technology in the asteroid belt. At least they can kind of dismantle it, but yeah. Bilom. And here we have, named for an early Angaran explorer who perished on Bilon's surface, this rocky world commands a quiet respect from the Angaran people.
Anomaly detected.
How many more anomalies are here?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Ooh, but it's probably not ESO. Could be aluminium or something like that. And I got it. This massive asteroid is the size of a small moon. It could serve as a perfect base for future scientific and mining expeditions into the asteroid belt. And again, just 70. It's always 77, isn't it? Like on a planet, I get 77 copper. On this asteroid, I get 77 aluminum. But I get the same amount if I mine directly on the planet. Like even more than that, even. Beneath the planet's crushing argon-based atmosphere, microbial life forms are flourishing on Gareth in and around underground pools. And past 31. So, ocean plains of frozen ammonia dominate the surface of past 31, climbing into icy mountains along the rims of ancient craters. Ooh. So, we got that one. Let's get the lonely system down there, and then there are 4 different ones somewhere on the west side.
After a Batarian pioneer, their first astronaut. It's good to remember these things.
Batarian. Yo, those were the ones with the 4 eyes.
Detected. Flying probe.
Batarian.
Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Okay, it's a vessel. But is it a working one or is it... looks damaged. It's also rotating fairly quickly. Okay, this cat scout vessel appears to have been abandoned in the asteroid belt after an engine failure. Its aimless drifting among the asteroids has resulted in significant damage, but some materials may be salvageable. And Jigra. Sometime in the past century, Jegraph was impacted by a very large or very fast object, natural or artificial, that cracked open its mantle and caused a continuing series of quakes. NH505.
Anomaly detected.
Where is it? Oh, it's this crater, damn it. Like, come on, it's this crater.
Deploying probe.
pretty
got a
big.
crater.
No shit. Like, there's not even one crater on here anyway. This is the largest of multiple impact craters, suggesting a swarm of debris possible from the asteroid belt struck H505 in the distant past. What else we got here? Hidden from nearly surveys by reflecting objects in Dar-Higar's asteroid belt, H505 is a frigid world with a krypton nitrogen atmosphere. So, Nigral's crushing atmosphere is toxic and violent. Its density makes scans difficult. The planet's ring appears to be of relatively recent origin, possibly related to the Scourge. This is the Danish. Or Danash? Dar-Higar, yeah, that's the one. I just had a quick glance on it. Cobalt and nickel form the outer layer of, Danish crust. Scans suggest the planet is far less tectonically stable than it appears. Wait, this is the the system is Dar-Higar, and like if I get closer, it just changes into the name of the planet. Really helpful. So Kindrax. What have we got there?
I studied Kindrax's theories. A real Turian aeronaut. The first to cross the ocean in a balloon.
On Paladin? Brave soul. There aren't many soft places to land.
Nice.
Anomaly on sensors.
It's really far
Deploy
out.
probe.
Close to the Scourge.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
Probably got too close to it. Yeah, right in the Scourge arm. So, this remnant fighter appears to have been caught in the tendrils of Scourge and utterly torn apart. Whoa, but the arms look nice from afar, like, look at that. So, the Scourge has torn away most of Medradim's atmosphere, leaving ravaging electrical storms above and wasted plains below. Mere traces of plant life remain on the surface. What's even the naming scheme of it? Like,
Anomaly on sensors.
and it's on the outer
Deploy
ring.
probe. I found something.
Yeah, it's a wreckage. This debris appears to be from an initiative shuttle. Pieces of powerful scanning equipment drift among shards of hull. And of course we can salvage it. Nicknamed Gorgeous by the science team, H2O2 was a surface composed mainly of tin and boron. Traces of organic life are present in its rings. They may have been formed from a destroyed satellite. Oh, it really looks kind of neat. But the ring is kind of pushed down, like it's not around the axis of rotation. Strange. Or like, yeah, it kind of not around. It is around the axis of rotation, but it's not around the center of mass of the planet. Like if you look at it like that, it looks as if the ring is not completely centered. It's kind of strange. Like, look at that. Constant volcanic activity brings magma to the surface of H073, where it gradually solidifies and the scorching heat. In the scorching heat. Right, like. So, and we got traces of remnant and Keck technology are present on the planet, obscured by the warping effects of nearby Scourge. There was something here, it has since been removed. Something. Did they get rid of the whole vault or what? Or was the thing that they removed actually like small-ish in nature? Like that could be true.
on the side of this cluster is so different. Maybe the Scourge is absorbing certain wavelengths.
Does it ever give anything back?
Anomaly on sensors.
So let's scan. Where could that be? Oh, it's right in the center.
Probes launched.
Right there.
I found something.
It said you found one asteroid in an asteroid belt. Well done. So this gargantuan asteroid is clearly being used as a stopover by outcasts. A small empty supply post and docking station are built into the rock. Hey, level up. I think it's nice that there's a small supply station, but why can't I land on it? And here we have a near constant bombardment of meteorites from the nearby asteroid belt pelts the surface of HO28. Its only real weather is the resulting dust clouds. And Arziak. Is it Arziak or Arziak?
Anomaly detected.
So far, Arziak, yeah. Arziak's thick carbon dioxide and argon atmosphere shows symptoms of Scourge distortion, though no Scourge tendrils are detectable in the planet's current orbital path. Here we have probably a satellite or something like that.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
Yeah. This cat satellite is rapidly processing data on the atmosphere of Arziak, though it has been badly damaged by the planet's storms. And Efajar. Is it Efajar or is it Efajar? Because the names might be given by Angaran. So, thanks to its unusual orbit and axial tilt, Efajar is pounded by snow and howling winds for all but a few hours of each 56-hour day. Whoa, that's a long-ass day. And then we got Grill. Probably a lot of bears living on it.
Anomaly on
So,
sensors.
first discovered by an outcast with an unusual sense of humor, Grill was named for its extremely hot metallic surface and earmarked for future mining operations. Where is it? Over here? Whoa,
Probes
it's
launched.
almost not visible.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, one volcano. The lava flow from this volcano has annihilated an unmanned outcast monitoring post, leaving equipment scattered and buried. Like, there are just a few, like one or two outposts on the whole planet, and they managed to get hit by a volcano. Like, think about that. The chances. They're absolutely minimal. Like, you have a whole planet to put things on. What do? Put this right next to a volcano. Unbelievable.
This is one of the most remote systems in the cluster. We're on the brink.
Exciting, isn't it?
Exciting. So, we have 061. H061 orbital velocity slows as the planet passes near tendrils of Scourge, radically extending its total orbital period in ways difficult to calculate. And the bleeding ruby. Whee! Let's hope it's at least red. Oh, the sun is red, but this is green, isn't it? Named by an Exa with a penchant for poetry. Bleeding Ruby's rings and tectonic instability are the result of a single asteroid impact that occurred less than a century ago. The thing is, wait, like rubies are also sapphires, right? Wasn't that the thing? But they're just... All sapphires are rubies. Like they're all the same thing, they're just different colors. It's kind of strange thinking about it. Anyway,
Up something.
Unlike the nearby world of Bleeding Ruby, Kotkobora appears to have been in a state of ongoing volcanism for millennia. Gases released by this activity pervade the atmosphere. This one.
Probes launched.
Let's see. Is it copper?
Tracking a huge mineral
Nah,
deposit.
it's beryllium. 68 this time, not 77. Why not more? Come on. Yeah. And on here, a windy, frigid desert, Norgrakwa, is named for a mythical Asari panel colony. Even with protective gear, it is unlikely anyone could survive here for long. And yes, I do know that I leveled up and got some points, but the game doesn't need to show me that all the time. What the hell? So, the Scourge has stripped away much of H329's atmosphere, leaving it unable to retain heat. Its liquid nitrogen oceans are now entirely frozen. So then, we had 78% explored on here. Very neat. And now we can focus on the missions. Haha.